Welcome, Bulldog fans, to Bulldog TV this evening, where we are in the main gym here at Mahomet-Seymour High School as the Varsity Bulldogs getting ready to take off against the Flaming Hearts from Effingham in a boys varsity contest this evening. John Atkins here alongside Alex Giorgio brought him off the couch so that way I could have somebody to help me speak tonight. I'm just hoping to do Dan Waldinger a little bit of grace. He's taught me a lot, and I hope I make him proud with the production tonight. But hey, we're going to do the best we can to give you a good show tonight as our Bulldogs look to square off against the Effingham Flaming Hearts. It's about 8 minutes, 8:45 to be exact, until tip-off here as the players are warming up. Giving you some shots of that with Caden Hackett over there on the controls. But we should have a good one in store for you tonight here as we take a look at the Effingham Flaming Hearts. They come in the year 1-6, or excuse me, come in the game tonight 1-6 on the year. Their lone one win actually was a conference win. They beat Taylorville, so they're 1-1 in the conference. Suffered losses to Belleville East, Rantoul, St. Anthony, KZ Westfield, Marion, and Mattoon. So some pretty good losses on there. They got the other side of Belleville, as we'll talk about here in a minute when we talk about the Bulldogs. But there's no question Effingham comes in with a different style that we probably haven't seen in a while. More of the football style, right? They play basketball like they play football. They're very hard-nosed. They're very physical. And they're going to get after you. They're going to make you earn every single point that you might possibly get. So we're definitely going to have to stand up to the challenge. As I know Coach Schonauer's got our boys ready to go for this one. I was speaking to him all day about, what the game plan looked like and whatnot. So it should be an exciting one. As we take a look at our Bulldogs, we come in this evening's contest 3-4 on the year, 2-1 overall in the conference. Our 3 wins were to Cahokia, Mattoon, and Charleston. And our losses were to Centennial, Belleville West, Danville, and Mount Zion. So again, 2-1 in the conference. Actually, 3-4. Or excuse me, we've won 3 out of our last 4. So Bulldogs playing hot right now. Kind of started the season on a 3-game skid there. We've mentioned it before. Brand new coach Adam Schonauer doing a great job installing his system, getting the kids to buy in. We knew it was going to take time. Since those first 3 games, we've done a great job, and we've won 3 out of our last 4, playing really good basketball, coming off that win against Charleston. And then last home game we were at, where we took care of business against Mattoon. It was a great game to watch. And again, hopefully we got that in store for you tonight. 6 minutes to go until tip-off here as both teams are warming up, and you're getting a nice shot of that. As I mentioned earlier, I got Alex Giorgio on the mic with me tonight. Alex going to come in with some facts and statistics as he helps me not be the only one to speak tonight, which I appreciate. Him getting off the couch and coming and help me.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here, John. I was sitting on the couch, got the call, I showed up. Maybe this is the start of my Harry Carey career.
There we go. Hey, half the battle is showing up. That's what they tell me. So appreciate you being here, Alex. What? Give me an interesting fact. What do you got for me? What can we fill the fans in with tonight that they can learn something?
Fun fact. Effingham has a player that was drafted into the NBA, Uwe Blob, 1975, I believe.
Oh, Blob.
Well,
He made he invented the thing you jump on in the lake, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that called a blob?
The big blob.
Okay.
Like I said, the things I can remember, my wife would get so mad. I remember these things, but nothing else. So, Uwe Blob.
Uwe Blob. Hey, they got an NBA player. That's something we don't have yet, but maybe one of these days, maybe one of these guys out here we're looking at might find their way to the NBA. That'd be. How tall was Uwe Blob? You got that? You got that interesting fact for me?
I do. I got it.
Man,
he was 7'2". Imagine the Apollo Conference back then trying to guard 7'2".
Well, there we go. 7'2" is probably going to get you a long way. No wonder he made the NBA. So good for Uwe Blob and good for Effingham. We're about 4 minutes away here from tip-off. Give you a little roundup here as we're waiting to see who both teams announce as their starters. Usually they put it up on the board for us before the starters are actually announced, and we kind of go through it and give you a little rundown of each player. But unfortunately, those names or numbers have not gone up on the board yet. So we can talk about some other things. A matter of fact, this evening, our wrestlers, our varsity wrestling team is at a dual meet over there in Pontiac. Haven't had any updates yet, unfortunately. My phone is on 10%, but hopefully it doesn't die before this evening, so maybe we can bring you some updates from our varsity wrestlers over there in that Pontiac duel tonight. Talk about last night a little bit. Again, myself and Dan Waldinger got the pleasure of watching our Lady Girls varsity basketball team in total dominant fashion. Put on an absolute show last night as both JV and varsity teams were victorious against the Charleston Trojans. Charleston, although struggling record-wise, much improvements from where they were just a few short 1-2 years ago, numbers-wise, talent-wise, etc. Brand new coach came in. As we are watching an entrance, somebody got a haircut down there, and I think everybody's celebrating it over
Looks
there
like
in the
Gavin Hammerschmidt with the haircut.
Well, he needed one. But the student section's got a blackout theme going over there. That's nice to see. Good to see the students out here supporting. But real quick, back to those girls. They played awesome last night. Again, both JV and varsity were victorious in dominant fashion. Fun to see. Battled through some injuries. A couple girls, unfortunately, didn't get a play last night. So a lot of girls had to step up, and that's exactly what they did. Again, Coach Garriott with another win. Doing a great job getting that program up and going and started, and those girls continue to buy in. And they're definitely fun to watch. Also, last night we had a 7th and 8th grade victory from our boys over across the way as they both were victorious against Urbana. That moves both teams on to 12-0 on the season so far. Both teams playing really well. Proud of them, and they're going to get another opportunity tomorrow morning. But we'll talk about that momentarily. We're about 1:30 to go here as finally the starting lineups are starting to pop up on the screen over here, and we'll go through those here shortly as I write this down.
I'm glad Effingham ditched those pants. There were too much Indiana in those pants. Those candy cane striped pants, can't stand those pants.
Gotta love it. Coach Garce over here getting ready to turn the lights off. One of my favorite things about a home game. Shut the lights off, get the spotlights out, do the awesome introduction, which we're actually going to pause and let you enjoy this national anthem, as well as the introductions. We'll come back when the lights are off and as soon as they come back on and we can see our papers, then we'll give you a rundown of exactly who our starters are. So we're 40 seconds away here. We're about ready to listen to the national anthem. We'll let you guys enjoy it at home, and we will be back as soon as they turn the lights back on.
sports of Effingham High School and your own Mahomet-Seymour Bulldog. We'd especially like to welcome the fans from both schools who are joining us this evening on the Bulldog TV network. Mahomet-Seymour High School wishes good luck to both teams participating this evening. Remember, it is our expectation that those in attendance will conduct themselves at all times with a level of sportsmanship and respect that expresses positive support for your team. Booing, swearing, or negative comments directed towards the opposing team or official will result in an invitation to leave the facility for the evening. Adults, please remember that you are role models for our children and athletes. Again, we are here to cheer for our teams, not against anyone else. Thank you for your cooperation. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact one of the administrators at this evening's contest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that all persons in attendance who are able to please stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps and join Mahomet-Seymour High School senior John Riegel IV in the singing of our national anthem.
Cheerleaders, please. Oh, can you pan over the
Oh,
cheerleaders?
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now on to our starting lineups. First, for our visitors, the Hearts of Effingham High School. He's a 6-foot sophomore guard. He's a 6-foot sophomore guard, number 14.
All right, fans, welcome back to Bulldog TV. As unfortunately our announcer's having a few technical difficulties. Looks like the microphone needs some new batteries. So they'll announce the Effingham starting lineups here momentarily. But while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and announce them for you. Effingham going to start with two sophomores right off the bat. Number 14, Wade Bouchard, and number 15, Cannon Bockhorn. Those are their two guards, sophomores in the backcourt. Then number 21, junior KJ Kellums. Number 23, also a junior, Ethan Jones. And number 50, junior Rylan Powles. Now, Alex, they only got one senior on their entire roster, number 40 Spencer Fox, pretty good linebacker. Remember him from the fall. I'm sure we'll be seeing him, the one lone senior on their roster. I can almost guarantee when you got a senior, you're going to need that leadership. You're going to need him out on the floor in some capacity. Speaking of senior, unfortunately for the Bulldogs, I see Jake Roethlisberger down there, not dressed this evening. Jake's a senior for us, one of our big guys inside, and unfortunately Jake is not in uniform this evening. As the lights go off here in the main gym here at Mahomet-Seymour High School as we get ready to do the introductions for our starting lineups. Always a great atmosphere. Got the blackout over there, got the spotlights flying around. Gotta love it as Lucas Dyer gets announced. Number 30, he's a junior, point guard for us. Also quarterback, just gonna throw that out there. All conference quarterback, I might add. Henry Wagner, another junior, number 24, coming out of the tunnel there. Henry plays a big guy for us inside. Pretty good football player himself. You're going to see a common theme tonight amongst some certain guys. Landon Hanna, a sophomore, getting the start this evening, number 1. Nice to see Landon get that start. Number 34, another sophomore, Jackson Baum, getting a start here. Again, we've mentioned that Effingham had the 2 sophomores. Well, so do the Bulldogs. Jackson Baum and Landon Hanna, really good guards. And then Miles Woolsey gonna round us out here, number 22, another junior. You'll see Miles and Henry kind of be asked to do a lot, handle the ball sometimes, play down inside sometimes. They got some really good versatility with their game overall. That's good to see. Lights are back on here in the main gym. Coach Gart did a great job. Spotlights did a great job. Ball's about ready to get thrown up in the air. Let's see what happens here. As we mentioned, the Bulldogs won winners of 3 out of their last 4, playing really good basketball lately. Unfortunately, Effingham kind of on the opposite end, 1-6 on the year.
Henry looks ready to go.
Kind of struggling. You know, Henry.
He looks ready to go.
He does. Henry's got that look, doesn't he? You can always tell. He's that player that he's got that look. There's the sophomore Wade up top. Got it again. He doesn't really look like a sophomore. I'll give him that.
No.
Put together pretty well. Takes it in, kicks it out on the wing.
2-3 zone.
Doing a good job of, as Lucas Dyer traps him, Jackson Baum gets the steal. There's one of our sophomores. Back to Lucas up top. Looks like Effingham's going to play a little 1-2-2 as well. Down to Jackson in the corner. Skips it back to Lucas up top. Lucas going to direct traffic. Landing on the wing. Back to Lucas. Bulldogs being patient with it here. In our first possession, going to look to get a good shot here. Making them work a little bit. Love it. Coach Farmer almost catches that pass from Landon. Jackson did a good job of saving it.
There we go.
One more to Lucas Dyer up top. He lets it fly and unfortunately rolls out. As we got a jump ball right off the bat here. Good effort by Miles Woolsey down below, and it'll stay Bulldogs ball. 1 minute off the clock. Still do not have Effingham's starters up on the scoreboard. Gonna be hard to keep track of fouls if that stays the case. Landon Hanna for 3 up top. Bulldogs getting their full court 1-2-2 press. Kind of making money out of this. They've done a great job. Trapped in the corner, great ball movement over there to 23. 23, Ethan Jones chucks it up. Rebounded by Lucas Dyer. Jackson Baum in the corner, drives baseline. Gonna get the blocking foul on Ethan Jones as well.
A lot of body there, a lot of body.
I like to see Jackson take it to the basket there. That was a good aggressive drive. It'll be on the floor. Bulldogs ball out of bounds. Oh man, we're gonna have to keep track of our own fouls here. This isn't good. They are not going to operate the scoreboard for the player points or player fouls. So I'll try to make my pin useful tonight. See what happens there. That's the sophomore. Yeah, that's Wade Bouchard. Really good effort there up top. Got the steal. And it'll be Flaming Hearts ball. Being patient. Bouchard over on the corner to Bockhorn. Back to Bouchard, works it around. 21, that's Kellums. Oh, I know the colors kind of match there, but that sure looked like an over and back. As the Hearts get away with one there. Bouchard back over to the other wing.
Great.
And it goes right off the hands of the sophomore, Connor Bockhorn. You bring up a great point, Alex. The pressure, I think, is what caused that. I love to see that out of our Bulldogs, playing incredibly hard, forcing that turnover there. We've mentioned Miles Woolsey being the big guy. There he is, taking it up the floor, putting the two sophomore shooters in the corner. Love to see it. Henry inside, Landon Hanna in the corner, lets it fly.
Still love that touch. You got to get touch inside.
Yeah, that's the inside-out game, right? That's how you play it, especially against the zone. Bulldogs do a great job. There we go. The blackout-themed student section getting hype here as Lucas Dyer picks off the pass. He's used to not having passes picked off, but hey, when he's on defense, we love to see that as Lucas puts in his first 2 points of the game. Oh, buddy, they are not doing anything on the scoreboard. This is going to be tough. We're going to try to do the best we can to keep you updated on points and fouls. We make no promises with a scoreboard that's not working. As 15 chucks it from three. Bockhorn rebounded by Dyer. Oh, let's take care of it, boys. Don't throw it around there. Bulldogs lead 5-0. 4:20 left on the clock. Great ball movement. Henry Dyer inside gets it blocked. Henry's got to be smart here. No foul 90 feet from the basket as he hustles back. Landon does a great job of helping in transition defense there. Love to see it. Takes it baseline. That's the sophomore again. As a rejection. Gotta love it. You know, Jackson plays so much bigger than he actually is. Oh, unfortunately, Henry's got to put the ball on the floor first. I love the idea. Would have loved to have seen a power dribble there. As Braden Pagel's checking in for the Bulldogs now. As I'm going to do my best to try to keep track of score. This could be incredibly difficult, but we'll see what we can do here. Hearts ball, bringing it up. Bulldogs showing that 1-2-2 patient press here. Waiting until it gets to the right spot to come and jump trap it. That right there is a great spot as Landon Hanna comes down. Ball's kicked over into the corner. Back to the sophomore. To the corner, chucked up for a three and no good. Lucas Dyer with another rebound. Wish we could keep track of rebound stats. Deflection right there off of Bockhorn's hand. Bulldogs ball as we see some more Bulldogs checking in. That'll be Gavin Bailey and Cade Sterick. Checking in for the two sophomores, Landon Hanna and Jackson Baum, going to get a nice little breather as Gavin Bailey takes it up top. Cuts through, Lucas Dyer directing traffic here. Going to get it out of the trap. Swing it around. Love the patience by the Bulldogs here. They're not forcing anything.
They're moving that ball real nice, not letting it stick.
Exactly, making Effingham work. Ooh, unfortunately a high pass there for Braden, and he couldn't handle it. Normally you see a Lucas Dyer pass to Braden Pagel usually executed. Both all-conference members, quarterback and wide receiver there. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. Coach Schonauer probably wants to talk about that one. We've done a great job of taking care of the basketball until that point. I don't think he must have saw something that he didn't like, so he wants to talk to him about it. But again, Bulldogs doing a great job on the defensive end, causing some turnovers and forcing Effingham, not a very good shooting team, to take those long shots. And as long as we continue to get the rebounds, limit them to a one and done, that's the game plan. And so far, so good.
I'm very impressed on the defensive side. That jump trap, that's scary.
It is,
Scary stuff.
I hope Coach Farmer's drawing it up right now, telling them, hey, let's not get the ball to the corner, because when we do, they're going to come trap us. We've already seen 2 forced turnovers there that Effingham has had when the ball. Oh, and the official is not happy that they were not out here on time. So, okay.
Oh, it worked.
And Coach chucks his clipboard. So things are going well here for Effingham as they turn it over again.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's a tough call. Unfortunately, Lucas Dyer is going to pick up his first foul. That was, in my opinion, that was 2 guys going for the basketball, and the official unfortunately saw it the other way.
They need to stop throwing to Luke's side. That was going to be his 3rd or 4th steal.
as Cade Sterick gets the steal, pitches it ahead. Lucas Dyer over here on the wing, directing traffic once again. Interchange in there with Pagel as Lucas takes it baseline. The left hand, the teardrop with the left hand. You got to love that. You can finish with both hands. You're going to be a pretty good basketball player.
Yes, sir.
Certainly that was a great play by Lucas there. That puts the score Bulldogs 7, Flaming Hearts still 0, as we see a nice picture of a Bulldog up there on the screen. Wish we could get some stats over here on this screen as, around and down. The sophomore, Cannon Bockhorn, will get his first 3 points of the game.
They did a good job moving the ball there.
Yes, they did. We haven't seen that much out of Effingham so far, but when they do, obviously success was rewarded to them. It's going to be a foul on 15, Bockhorn. He gets a 3 and then gets a little aggressive down here on the defensive end. Lucas Dyer throws it up top to Cade Sterick. Cade Sterick, the senior, directing traffic, going to be patient with the ball. Gavin into Miles. Miles back to Cade. Pagel on the wing. Lucas Dyer in the corner. Unfortunately, it was a great pass. Oh,
there we go.
Great rebound there by Gavin Bailey. Strong with the basketball and gets the foul call. That's going to be 21, KJ Kellums, his first foul. Team's 3rd. They said Gavin was shooting here, so we'll put Gavin Bailey to the line. Not going to complain about that, as Gavin makes his first. It's always good when you make free throws. They call them free for a reason, Alex.
Yes, they do.
As the second one rims off, I jinxed him.
Done,
yeah,
right?
Clearly I should not have talked.
That is the announcer's jinx. Yeah. You Rafferty right there.
As Pagel takes it on the wing. Gavin in the corner. Cade, great ball fake. Lucas going to be patient with it as well. Bailey in the corner. It's off the mark. Great tip out by Cade Sterick there to give Lucas Dyer the rebound. Braden Pagel takes it strong to the lane.
Move.
Get up. Just can't get it to go. Bulldogs doing great work on the offensive glass here. That's at least. Oh, Lucas Dyer up top, giving one. Unfortunately, no.
Stays
but
here.
They'll call it off of Effingham. We're getting some good looks. Doing a great job of being patient and moving the ball around. Unfortunately, the last couple haven't fallen.
Attacking the glass really well, too.
Yeah, working really hard on the offensive glass. Great point, Alex. Got the screen coming out. Okay, screen in the zone, attacking the seams. Got to love it. That away, Gavin. Oh! Man, unfortunately, Gavin Bailey's going to pick up an offensive foul there. Loved the aggressiveness that he had taking it to the basket. Looked to me like Bockhorn was kind of sliding over. Could have been a blocking call, but the official didn't see it that way. I know I'm a homer, Alex, but I don't know. I got a pretty good view at that one right there.
Yeah, those feet were shuffling.
I sure thought so as well. As Effingham struggling to hang on to the basketball. As my man goes diving out of bounds. That's 23. That's Ethan Jones. Good effort there by Ethan Jones. I failed to mention Nolan Faraday for the Flaming Hearts had checked in. Looked like a foul there on the sophomore Wade Bouchard, but no call. As the Bulldogs strong with the basketball, working it around. Oh, love the play call. They're going to call it on the floor. It's going to be on number 4. Glad I mentioned he was in the game. Nolan Faraday picks up his first foul. That's the team's 4th, but there's only 9 seconds left, Alex. The new rule, 5 fouls in a quarter, and you're on the line. And unfortunately, those fouls reset at the start of each quarter. So we're about 4 seconds away now, and unfortunately the quarter is going to run out.
Man.
So we're not shooting any bonus free throws, but Bulldogs do a great job here in the first quarter as they take the lead 8-3. Really loved what we saw as we see Henry Wagner and the 2 sophomores, Landon Hanna and Jackson Baum, are checking back in for the Bulldogs. But loved what I saw on both ends. I love the patience down here offensively, worked it around, didn't have any unforced turnovers. And then defensively down there, again, I thought according to the game plan, right, we limited them on the one-shot opportunities, and we got them to take the shots that we wanted them to take. Those are the outside shots, and they were still contested shots. So at the end of the day, you got to live with that. Really like the game plan and the way the game is going so far, according to the scouting report, and that puts the Bulldogs in the lead, 8-3, as we enjoy our cheerleaders.
Just like to see him finish a little more on the offensive end. We're getting the looks, like you said. I don't know if finish the thing, but finish those bunnies, right?
Yeah.
Get in there, their layups.
Yeah, no question. We've mentioned it earlier, a couple missed shots there. This could be a 15-3 ball game, but at the end of the day, we cannot complain too much.
Nope.
We still have the lead, and that's a great thing. But Effingham hanging tough. Again, we mentioned earlier 1-6, but we knew that they were going to be physical. It's just their style of play. We mentioned the football reference earlier. Obviously, Coach Hefner does a great job with those guys on the gridiron, and it translates to this gym floor as well. As they play hard, they play physical, they fly around, they're tough. And very rarely are they going to get blown out. They're going to make it a competitive game, especially here in conference play as Jackson Baum back in and pressuring the basketball.
I can't believe they have 10 sophomores on their roster.
Yeah, it's incredible. Effingham, a very young team. We mentioned the one and only senior that they have. As unfortunately it looks like we're going to get a bailout call. I think they're going to call that on Cade Sterick. Yes, it is. That's his first. As we mentioned earlier, the fouls reset for the quarter, so that's just our team's first here in the second period. And I tell you what, 23, he's kind of struggling. Ethan Jones, the junior, he's struggling putting the ball on the floor, but man, does he get on the floor. I love his effort. Diving all over the place.
All over the
as
floor.
we see the sophomore Wade Bouchard throw it out of bounds. The black-themed student section want to know who that pass was to. I'm not sure Wade knows either. As the 2 sophomores work it around up top. Great ball movement once again. Cade Sterick, the senior, would look good from here. Oh, and there's no way.
I didn't see any of that.
They call that on Braden Pagel. Said he pushed him in the back. Unfortunately, I think it was just a ball that bounced over that kid's head. And Braden, unfortunately, gets the foul called on him. As Effingham doing a good job of breaking our press. Driving the baseline, no good there for Cannon Bockhorn.
Pagel pushing it up.
Bockhorn, their one lone point scorer so far.
Boom.
And Hanna hits another 3 for the Bulldogs. I love the shot fake. He was patient, calm, cool, and collected. Did a great job and made the 3-pointer. That's Landon's 6th point of the evening. That's pretty good math for me when I only got 2 threes written down. I can do that. He hits a couple more of those, and I'm going to have to count on my fingers. Not so sure that's going to be good for me, as math is not my strong suit. But here we go. We see number 41, Cole Phillips, another sophomore, checking in for these Flaming Hearts.
And Ryan Powell's back into the game also, number 50, right?
Yep, that's correct. Ryan was an original starter who returns to the ball game. 14, the sophomore with the fadeaway there. Does not get it to fall, and that's out of bounds off Effingham. Bulldogs ball.
See a couple touches to Henry Wagner down there.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. The inside-out game, you mentioned it earlier. It's always good when Henry touches the basketball. He's going to distribute it. He's going to go score or definitely take care of it. Braden Pagel with the ball. Ball faking around. No deflections here tonight. Got to love that. That means the Bulldogs are doing a great job of taking care of the ball when that happens. I love this motion movement here, getting some interchange going on here as Cade Sterick. Landon's going to do a little heat check there. He wanted it. Jackson patient with the ball. No one's forcing it. This is good. Again, when you got young guys out there, as we have 2 seniors, but the other 3 are young guys, sometimes you see the ball forced up. Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
That's 2
on Braden Pagel. That's well said, Alex. That is his 2nd foul. And that'll be our team's 3rd foul of this quarter, as there's 5:24 to go in the quarter. And we got 3 fouls. So we got to be careful here. We don't want to give them free points. Bulldogs lead 11-3 here. There's that jump trap down in the corner. Good rotation as
good drive.
Fairday takes it to the basket for a nice bucket there. Gives Effingham their 5th point of the ball game. Landon Hanna can't handle it over there in the corner, but he works back for it. Gets the steal as Henry takes it. Kicks it out to Lucas. Landon with the ball up top. Around to Jackson, to Miles, to Lucas. Get it out of the corner for the trap. Ooh. Lucas Dyer drives baseline and gets the foul. That'll send Lucas to the line for 2 free throws. As I believe that's going to be on, yes it is, it's going to be on Pals.
I love how aggressive Luke is when he gets the ball down there in the corner. Gives him no time to trap and just drives baseline.
That's well said, Alex. We saw it earlier from the other angle as Lucas drove the right baseline and finished with his left hand. This time we see him drive the left baseline, and although he didn't finish, he's definitely making his free throws. Oh, gosh, I said it again. See, you know what, Alex? Just turn my mic off. Turn my mic off. I've jinxed it again.
There's his 5th steal.
Oh, and he goes up. And they're going to call the foul on Fairday as Lucas Dyer goes back to the line, and I'm not sure what he's going to do. That's the 2nd team foul of the quarter for the Hearts. Lucas sinks his first. And makes his 2nd.
Didn't say anything.
See, it's what happens. So Lucas Dyer, 7 points on the evening, half of our total team score with 14. Lucas doing a good job out there. Great pressure, Landon Hanna. Oh. And Pals is off the mark, and it'll be out of bounds, Bulldog ball. Our score remains 14-5. Bulldogs on top with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Great decision by Lucas there. Landon with the shot fake and shot again. This time it rims out. And the Bulldogs will pick up a cheap foul there, 90 feet from the basket. You hate to see that. That's going to be on 24. Or excuse me, 20. Who?
34.
34.
That was on Jackson Baum there.
34, Jackson Baum, his first. Team's 4th, so the next foul the Bulldogs have. The Flaming Hearts will go to the line.
They saw Henry coming up, scared, threw that away.
You said it earlier, he had a look in his eye.
Yeah, the look.
Clearly the Hearts saw that look and didn't like it, as the sophomore Phillips will take a seat. Lucas Dyer brings it up. Across the way to Landon Hanna. Back to Lucas in the middle. Bulldogs working it around. 3:36 to go on the clock here. Love the movement and the screen inside there by Henry. Got to look to get Miles the ball there. That's going to be a foul on number 14, Wade Bouchard. It's just going to be his first foul.
I'm impressed with number 14, Bouchard. He's a physical sophomore. He's a very physical sophomore.
No question. I couldn't agree more, Alex, and I'm glad I don't recognize the name from the gridiron, so that's a good thing. As Jackson Baum will let one fly from the wing. Great hustle by Landon Hanna, but unfortunately goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Kind of a, slow-paced game here. We're trying to get the student section into it and keep them riled up, but both teams playing a zone. Both teams kind of struggling to score, so to speak, and it kind of feels like not much life in the gym right now. But at the end of the day, a lead is a lead, and we love the fact that we got the lead. And right now, Powell's is going to try another three, as this time he drops one.
Pretty shot.
Drops one from the wing there. Makes the score 14-8. Bulldogs still on top. Lucas going to direct Jackson out of there. Wants him to go to the opposite corner, as he does. Miles Woolsey going to be patient here up top, as Coach Schonauer will take a timeout. Wants to talk things over, and we got a full timeout. And you know what, fans? We're going to take a quick commercial break ourselves and enjoy what my man Rhodey's got on the commercials here for you. We'll be back.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back as we resume action here from the timeout. Coach Schonauer drew a couple things up, had a great conversation with the boys, and it'll be Bulldogs basketball over on the side. Jackson Baum up top here. Dribbles to the left wing, gets trapped here. Lucas Dyer comes and helps him. There's that Henry Wagner touch. That's what you wanted to see, and there it was. Henry Wagner puts it in for a bucket. That'll be Henry's first 2 points of the game. As they're going to call Miles Woolsey with a block over here on the side. And as we mentioned earlier, that's now going to be the Bulldogs' fifth team foul for this quarter. That's going to send 23 Ethan Jones to the line. He'll have 2 free throws. As the first one rims out, Alex, I mentioned this last night in the girls' game, but it's crazy to me that kids nowadays will never know a 1-and-1.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thing of the past. As Ethan gets his second shot to rim out as well. But yeah, how crazy is that?
Crazy.
There's no such thing as a 1-and-1 anymore.
Changes the strategy of the game, too.
There's no
100%.
question. No question it does. Oh, as Lucas, I thought he was going to get away with a travel, but unfortunately did not. That turnover will give the Hearts the ball back. As we have 2:05 to play here in the second quarter. Hearts will bring the ball up. There goes Ethan Jones, strong to the basket. Gets the call again. This time they're going to, can't really see his fingers.
I believe that was Henry Wagner.
I believe you're correct. The foul is on Henry Wagner. and Jones just can't. Our student section loves Ethan Jones. Maybe they love him because of his hard effort, but he's struggling at the line due to the student section there, as he's now 0 for 4, unfortunately. For him, rims out, and it'll be Bulldogs ball. Lucas Dyer with it up top. Jump stops to the corner for Jackson Baum off a Henry Wagner screen. Back to Lucas. Lucas to Henry. Henry.
Oh, got to make a quicker
decision.
Yeah,
he does. Unfortunately, he's got to be a little stronger with the ball as the Flaming Hearts are just throwing it around here. Miles Woolsey. Oh, and unfortunately, I thought we had a tie-up, but they give the timeout to Coach Farmer. That's good. Good heads-up play right there. Minute 30 to go in the first half here, as it'll be a 30-second timeout. The Bulldogs still ahead here, 16-8, with 1:30 to go, as we mentioned. Alex, unfortunately, it's this time where we got to pay a few bills. We got to recognize our corporate partners for this year. Again, you and I wouldn't be standing here doing what we're doing right now if it wasn't for these people. So we appreciate Busey Bank, Christie Clinic, D1 Networks, Dr. Andrew White, FedEx of Champaign, Jackson Quality Construction, Mid-America Mart of Mahomet, Subway of Mahomet, SunPower by Legacy Solar, First State Bank of Forest, and the Mahomet-Seymour Athletic Boosters. We appreciate our corporate partners. Again, Alex and I would not be here this evening if it wasn't for them. So thank you for all you do for Bulldog TV and providing our fans with some great content that they can hit the mute button. Oh, and Ethan Jones. Ethan finally puts one in, but the officials give him the offensive foul there. That'll be his second of the first half here as the Bulldogs get the ball back here. Our student section just loves some Ethan Jones.
Nice pass by Wagner.
Yeah, and Lucas gets called for the travel. Unfortunately, he's got to put the ball on the floor before he moves his feet there. Shuffled his feet a little bit. Gets called for the travel. Effingham, and give it right back. These officials are watching the feet closely tonight. Our student section will remind him that he is not allowed to do that. That was Hayden Windling as he is in. And my apologies again to all of our Effingham watchers. I did not recognize that Hayden had entered the ball game, so that's my apologies. As Henry Wagner gets it inside, throws one up, chases after his own rebound.
There we go.
We're going to get a jump ball.
Love that effort.
Henry diving on the floor and gets rewarded for his effort here, as it will remain Bulldogs basketball. We're going to see Cole Phillips returning to the action as Ethan's going to sit down.
4 sophomores for Effingham now.
Wow. Great point there, Alex, as Effingham has 4 sophomores out on the floor. Pretty impressive. Lucas gets trapped in the corner. Effingham hanging in this game. I got to give them credit there. Oh, they thought they had a charge, and instead it becomes a turnover. Oh, and the baseline official was going to call the out-of-bounds turnover there, but unfortunately the sideline official calls a foul, and that foul is going to be on,
I believe it was Jackson Baum.
Yes, good call. Foul is on Jackson Baum, number 34. That's his second. I don't know about that call, but nonetheless, Nolan Fairday gets his first free throw to go and makes the second. That's 4 points on the evening for number 4, Fairday, as the Hearts keep this game close, 16-10 here with 28 seconds to go until halftime. Lucas will take it down Broadway and lay it in. Like to see more of that as Lucas gets his 9th point of this evening. He leads all scorers. Great job by Miles Woolsey there. Doesn't get the charge call, but we get the steal. Lucas down Broadway again, and unfortunately this time throws it out of bounds. We're going to see Gavin Bailey come in for Jackson Baum here. I love the substitution there. That's that offense-defense strategy. Jackson's got 2 fouls. Let's have him sit down with 3 seconds to go so he doesn't pick up his third, as we will hear the buzzer. I'm not sure what our coaches are upset about. They want something done. But that buzzer, teams are headed to the locker room. That's going to mean it's the end of the first half. Bulldogs ahead 18-10 over the Effingham Flaming Hearts. Again, Hearts are keeping it close, doing a good job. Both teams playing pretty hard. We'll take a quick little break as we'll keep the camera rolling. Caden's doing a great job down there as we watch our dance team perform during halftime. We'll stop talking. No one wants to listen to us, and let's enjoy this amazing performance by our incredible dance team.
Tonight they'll be performing their competition lyrical routine, Closure. Their competition routine was choreographed by Skyly Peterson. The dance team has their first competition tomorrow at Morris High School. Good luck, ladies.
I knew it was over when the fighting stopped, but I stayed. Didn't want to let it end that way. So we went back and forth for months, too afraid to cut our losses and walk. But there was only so much we could take. It's like we're lying on the beach and the tide is at our feet. It will soon be at our heads and take our breath. So I don't wanna say it, but somebody's gotta say that it's over. Seeing you defeated doesn't bring me any closer to closure. I am acting out of self-defense. I am all out of options. I don't wanna say it, but somebody's gotta say that it's over. With both our backs against the wall, someone's gotta take the fall. So I'll be first to cross the line. I don't wanna say it, but somebody's gotta say it's over. Seeing you defeated doesn't bring me any closer to closure. I am acting out of self-defense. I am all out of options. I don't wanna say it, but somebody's gotta say that it's over.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Not that we want to have you watch a blank gymnasium here, but a couple things that we want to shout out specifically as we just got a chance to watch our incredible dance team perform, and what a great performance that was. We want to shout out those girls for their awesome performance. Seniors Kylie Beard and seniors Brianna DiFilippo. Excellent job, again, leading the group, being the seniors. That was awesome. Erin Applegate, Lucy Heckman, Jordan Ubler, Riley Walters, the juniors. Sophomore Brooklyn Dyer, and freshman Emerson Moser and Brooke Thurman. Great job, ladies. That was an incredible performance that we absolutely enjoyed. As now we're going to listen to a little Rockin' in the Free World. Alex, this might have been before your time, I'm not sure, but
Still a banger, though. It still plays.
You can always enjoy it. Let's take a look at the halftime stats here. will first start for the Effingham Flaming Hearts as they have 10 points through 2 quarters of play. Nolan Faraday is their leading point total here. He's got 4. He's got his number. Came off the bench and gave him a nice spark. Again, their leading scorer so far. Number 15, Cannon Bockhorn, the sophomore, has a 3-pointer. And then we saw Ryan Powles, the junior, the big guy, number 50. He hit a 3-pointer as well, and that'll round it out for the 10-point total for the Flaming Hearts. Again, they're hanging around. I don't like it from a fan's perspective. I'd love to see us come out here and have a good third quarter, kind of get after a little bit and hopefully kind of put these guys away. But again, give Effingham credit through 2 quarters of play. They've done a great job of hanging around, just doing enough, being patient, executing, few plays there towards the end, and they find themselves only down 8 here at halftime. When we take a look at some statistics for our Bulldogs, Lucas Dyer leading the way with 9 points. Landon Hanna, we saw have those 2 3-pointers. He's got 6 on the evening. Henry Wagner with 2 points, and Gavin Bailey we saw put a free throw in. That gives the Bulldogs our 18. Kind of shocked to see, honestly, Alex, that our leading scorer on the year so far, Jackson Baum, although he's a sophomore, he's been quiet tonight on the stat sheet. He's picked up those 2 fouls. But unfortunately, through 2 quarters of play, no points in the stat column.
Yeah, and give Effingham credit for that too. The way that they're jumping him in the corner, that jump trap, they're not allowing a lot of our guys out there, giving them much room to do anything. So, like you said earlier, they're very impressive. They're scrappy. I really like this young group of sophomores they got. They play their tails off.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that Effingham has the one lone senior in Spencer Fox, and unfortunately or fortunately, I guess for them, Spencer has not entered the game yet. So yeah, they're doing this with all underclassmen. Again, competing, keeping it tough, playing hard. Got to give them all the credit in the world. And Alex, you talked about it when we were off the air, man. These guys might be tough in a year or two.
Yes, very
as
tough. Young
as they are. I think you had mentioned at one point in the game all 5 kids out there were sophomores. That's although might not be the best for right now in a varsity schedule, certainly looks to pay off in the long run if they stay with it and continue to grow and get better. The Hearts might be a problem within the next year or two.
I'm really hoping this second half we come out. Good things are happening when Luke Dyer has the ball in his hands.
That's well
so
said.
Let's just keep letting him go out there, run the offense, attack the glass. I think good things will happen.
I love it. Yeah, as we're watching our Bulldogs come back and warm up, and Effingham's now getting ready to take the floor as well. Under 2 minutes to go until the second half starts. Quickly want to talk real fast about what's on the slate for tomorrow. A lot of Bulldog action here for you. In case you don't have any plans on a Saturday, I'll give you a couple things you can go do. First off, let's talk about our 8th grade girls. Our 8th grade girls basketball team head into state tomorrow. That state game is going to be at 1 o'clock over there in Normal at Parkside Junior High School. Man, congrats to those girls and Coach Jimmy Lanfear and everything that he's done with them. Looking to compete and hopefully win a state title. How awesome would that be?
So cool.
That would be. Yep. So 1 o'clock over there in Parkside tomorrow. If you're not doing anything, cheer on our 8th grade girls basketball team as they take on, I can't remember the name of that team, as they take on an opponent. There we go. For the first game at state. Also tomorrow in the morning, if you're an early riser, at 9:30 a.m. The 7th and 8th grade boys basketball team have a home game. They'll take on Clinton tomorrow morning. Again, that 7:30 tip starts at, that 7th grade tip starts at 9:30. Again, get up, get out there, and watch those 7th and 8th grade boys. Again, both teams 12-0. Look to continue that streak. And then tomorrow evening, again, if you're not doing anything, make the trip down to Effingham High School, where our girls basketball team, both JV and varsity, will take on the Effingham Lady Flaming Hearts at Effingham tomorrow evening. And with that, both teams are back on the floor. Looks as if both teams are going back with their original starting lineups. Love to see it. The consistency here by both teams. And our third quarter is underway. See what adjustments both teams have made.
Travel call.
Travel. I was worried he was going to call a foul, but I like his call instead. Miles Woolsey and Luke Dyer taking care of the ball, bringing it up. Landon Hanna attacks the seam. There's Jackson Baum in the middle. And unfortunately, is going to get called for the travel. You mentioned that as we were in halftime, Alex. Unfortunately, every time Jackson's got the ball, there's been 2 to 3 guys on him. And again, I credit Effingham and their coaching staff and the game plan of knowing who our guy is and who they need to stop. As he does a nice fancy spin
Ethan
there, but
Jones.
unfortunately, our student section's favorite player, Ethan Jones, with great effort and hustle there, gets the block. As the Flaming Hearts will look to get something started offensively here. Being patient, taking their time. Again, both teams, you're kind of seeing a mirror of each other with the 1-2-2s defensively, the patience offensively, a couple threes here or there. So kind of playing themselves, so to speak, as Landon Hanna with a great steal. Good job of taking the ball up the floor. Miles Woolsey drives, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Good aggressive play there by Miles. Again, Alex, we kind of talked off the air. Sorry, who'd they call that foul on?
I believe that was 50.
Okay, well, we're going to give it to 50 Pals.
Anytime that ball, Effingham does a good job. When that ball hits the middle of the paint, they collapse hard and fast.
Yep, they do. They do a good job.
You got to make a quick decision when you get that ball in there.
As Miles misses the first. And, unfortunately, the second rims out as well. It remains 18-10. Good little pressure here by the Bulldogs. Got the trap in the corner. As Landon Hanna gets the tip. And unfortunately, I don't think Keith could see that. I think he was blocked. Yeah, that's what the other official's telling him. We couldn't see it. So it looked as if it was off us. I think you and I had it. We should have helped him out there. We could have told him which way the ball was going. As it will remain Effingham's ball. And Pals
with the drive.
That was a nice nifty move there, up and in for the Flaming Hearts. As they take a 2-0 lead here in the third quarter. Okay.
All right.
I was afraid Miles was going to get called for that, but that'll be on 15, Cannon Bockhorn. Their team's second foul of the quarter. Jackson Baum with it up top. This is one of my favorite plays. Set the screen for Lucas in the corner. Landon Hanna with it on the wing. Kick ball. It will remain Bulldogs ball as they'll take it out over here on the side.
We need to get a little rhythm going.
Is it me, or do we just seem flat, Alex?
It's flat, choppy. It's all over the place.
It is. I don't feel the emotion. Again, credit to our student section. They're trying. They're doing the best they can as Lucas Dyer lets one fly.
Good things happen, right?
It was. That's his 12th point of the ball game. Lucas leads all scorers by a lot, as Lucas has just as many as their team, and unfortunately I spoke too soon, like always, as Kellums knocks down a 3, his first points of the game. Landon Hannah with it on the wing. Back to Baum up top. Back to Hannah on the wing with a one-handed pass up top to Miles Woolsey. Unfortunately, rims out.
Good board.
Great effort by Landon, and he'll let it fly again. That's Landon's third three-pointer this evening.
He has a beautiful shot.
Yes, he does.
Oh!
I thought that was a great job by Henry Wagner staying set. Not sure what else he could have done.
Henry was sitting there for 10 seconds reading a book.
Pretty sure that's Henry's second, according to my stats. And unfortunately, they said Ethan Jones was a shooting foul. Hey, Ethan gets one to go. He's now 1 for 5.
He's away from our student section.
Yeah, see, that's right.
They were in his kitchen.
There they go. Now they're trying to let him hear him. They want Ethan to know they're still there. And he gets his second. That's Ethan's first points of this evening. Bulldogs still lead 24-17 here. In this game what a pass. Braden Pagel into Jackson Baum. There's Jackson. Jackson's on the scoreboard now. Love to see that. There's that trap down in the corner.
There we go.
As Jackson Baum. Oh, rims out. Oh. The official waited to see if it went in or out before he decided to make the call.
Real late whistle. That's like an NBA call right there.
I sure thought so as well. That's going to be Ethan Jones' third foul. It'll send Jackson Baum to the line. And I'm not going to say anything, Alex.
I'm surprised Ethan Jones only has 3 fouls.
As Ethan will take a seat, Powell's is going to return for the Flaming Hearts. You know, I didn't want to jinx it, so that's why I waited until now. But it's always good when your best shooter gets to the line. You're pretty confident that those free throws are going to be free, and they were for us as Jackson Baum knocks down both of them. Bulldogs take an 11-point lead here. Done a good job of increasing it. It was 8 at half. Now up to 11 as Lucas Dyer has a great deflection there.
Pagel's really brought that energy up off the bench the second half.
He has. He's done a great job.
He's been a little spark plug for these guys.
Gotta love it. Love to see it. As we mentioned earlier, kind of seemed dead, kind of seemed flat out here. Pagel with the energy. He's that energy guy. That's that senior leadership that we needed to see. Pals rips it through to Backhorn. Backhorn up top. Bouchard to Backhorn. There it is. Another three-pointer. This time doesn't go in for Kellums. Looks like they're going to call a foul on
Powell's.
Foul's on number 50. That's Powell's. Just his second, so I screwed that up. I had that as being his third, so that's what happens when we don't have a scoreboard to look off of. We're trusting my...
I think I gave you that one. That one's on me.
As Effingham's going to get called for another foul. That will be their 5th. Let's see who this one is on. Number 14. Wade Bouchard is going to be his second foul. Team's 5th. Jackson Baum to the line. Sinks the first.
Go.
You know, Alex, they call him free for a reason. Have I said that yet?
Said that.
Okay. Got to make them. Speaking of, let's talk about that for a second as Jackson makes his second. Cade Sterrick going to return for the Bulldogs, replacing Jackson Baum. But let's talk about those free throws. Our girls basketball, I mentioned this earlier last night, how well they played. Again, both ends of the floor, scored points, had stops. I mean, it played so hard. It was fun to watch as we watched Powell's with a turnaround jumper there. Landon Hannah with the rebound. But here's a crazy stat for you. 16 for 17 free throws on the night last night they were.
Wow.
Yes, it
Wow.
was, again, they're free for a reason, and our girls showed you why last night. 16 for 17 on the evening. When you go 16 for 17 from the charity stripe, you're going to win a lot of games. As Pagel drives baseline, gets the foul called. On 14, Bouchard again. That's his third. Again, their team's in the bonus, so every foul for the next 3 minutes will continue to go to the line. As Pagel makes his first free throw, and that's his first points of the evening. 22, Hayden Windling.
I'm going to say it. We haven't missed a free throw all quarter. I want to test it out. Son of a gun.
See why?
I just want to try it myself.
Well,
See if it was
should
real.
have knew that was coming.
You drink some 4 times. I was due for 1.
The announcer jinx as Cade Sterick is going to pick up his second foul, team second. Bulldogs with this half-court pressure here. Powell's down into 4. Their leading scorer. That's Fairday. As Coach Farmer looks like he's going to take a 30-second timeout here. 30-second timeout. Bulldogs with the lead, 31-19 with 2:45 to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break as we show you some of our awesome sponsors on the commercial, and we'll return momentarily.
Next Round of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a
And we're back to action here after the timeout. Miles Woolsey with the ball over here in the corner. Looked like a foul to me. Kate Sterick tough with it and up and in.
What a finish there by Sterick.
Was a great finish. That gives Cade 2 points on the evening. Great job by the senior. Powell's with it in the corner. He's already shown his range earlier. Wanted to take it again. And he does. Falls off this time. Lucas Dyer with another rebound and a great pass. There's that Dyer to Pagel.
Pretty dime there by Dyer.
Dyer to Pagel. We saw that a lot in the fall. Another connection there leads to 2 points this time for the Bulldogs. As Pagel, your energy man, you called it earlier.
Another good
with
pass.
this steal and the pass ahead. Unfortunately, Landon couldn't connect there. But Pagel, the energy man, and Bulldogs are about ready to make this turn into a runaway if we can continue this up. Pagel with the nice rebound. Lucas Dyer on the wing. There goes Hannah to Sterick. Oh, just off the mark. Yeah, I got to agree with that one, unfortunately. Caught the side of Pagel there as 22. That's Windling. Took it to the basket. It's going to be Pagel's third. Team's third for the quarter. It's going to send Windling to the line for 2 free throws. As he misses the first. As we see Gavin Bailey and Jackson Baum both return for the Bulldogs. Replacing Landon Hanna and Lucas Dyer. Windling up for a second and gets this one to go. 35-20. Bulldogs ahead by 15 with 1:15 to go. Gavin Bailey to the corner. Miles Woolsey back to the corner where Sterick is. Sterick with the behind the back to Miles. Oh, would have loved to have seen that gone. That could have been a little ESPN action.
There you go, Pagel
There's
with the
your
board.
energy man. Aiden Pagel with the nice rebound and the putback. Gives him 5 on the evening. And the Bulldogs out to a 17-point lead. 24. That's Flack. Again, I apologize, Effingham fans, as I failed to see Adam Flack get his first action this evening as he takes it to the rim and unfortunately falls out. Gavin Bailey, is going to get called for a travel there. That's that Euro. The kids are doing it nowadays. I think the officials need to.
They're not there yet.
I can guarantee you the officials weren't during the Euro back in their day. Might want to get up to speed on that one there. As it hits, looked like off of Flack's chest. But they said Pagel poked it away, and it'll remain Flaming Hearts ball with 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Skips it across 21. Can't get it to go again.
Good box out.
We're getting what we want. I would love to see the shooting percentage, especially from three, for the Flaming Hearts tonight. I know it's exactly what we wanted. In the game plan is Miles Woolsey with a great take to the basket in a left
with
hand.
The steal there.
And bomb puts it in right before the quarter ends.
Two awesome plays in that quarter.
You know, I mentioned it at halftime, and he must have heard me. Jackson Baum with 8 points in that quarter.
Love that.
As the Effingham coach, I'm sure you can hear. We probably need to talk louder so they can't hear him. He's not very happy. Clipboard, I'm pretty sure, just got broke, and a few words were said. The end of the third quarter, Bulldogs out to a 21-point lead as they lead 41-20. Again, great third quarter. We talked about it earlier. Only an 8-point, lead at halftime. Now, I wouldn't say we were nervous, but we definitely had said that some things needed to be said in the locker room, and certainly they were. As you can tell, the Bulldogs responded very well with a great quarter there.
Henry Wagner back in the game. I love seeing that. I'm a little biased, but.
Yeah. Now, again, we mentioned earlier we're not very big. We don't have your who'd you say, Ebold, or what's his name?
Blob.
The Blob,
E-Blob. I don't know. He went to Indiana.
You can't. We don't have a Blob. We do not have a Blob on our team, so Henry Wagner is the closest thing we got to it. And he's done a good job being big and physical in there as he gets the ball over on the wing. Back up top to Cade Sterick.
Oh, the U?
Oh, I love the hey, and there's your Henry Wagner. Coach must have heard you call that. I know you signaled something down to him there for the Henry Wagner lob. As the sophomore, 14, Wade Bouchard with 3 fouls returns. And so does Ethan Jones as their point getter. Fairday takes it to the hole.
Real tough take there.
Yes, it was.
He went hard.
Unfortunately, they're going to call that on Pagel, your energy guy. That's going to be his 4th as Fearday makes his first. Gives him 7 points on the evening, 1/3 of their total team score. Second one rims out, right in Baum's hands. Gavin Bailey with the ball now. There's Wagner with a great pass to Pagel. Great shot fake.
Go.
And your energy man continues to put it on display. Deflection, Gavin Bailey goes up and
there we go.
I'm worried that another clipboard might get broken as our Bulldogs come out to start the fourth quarter playing extremely hard. And the effort flying around the court, gotta love to see it. It'll remain Flaming Hearts ball though. Bulldogs got the lead 47-21. Shooter gets that one to fall. That's Kellums with his second 3-pointer of the night. Gives him 6 total. Flaming Hearts aren't going anywhere just yet. Gonna have to keep the throttle down and put them away. Gavin Smart with the ball over to Baum. Down to Pagel. Pagel, the energy guy. There he goes again.
What?
Gets the blocking call.
All right. Being aggressive.
Gets the blocking call. Let's see who they call this on. 21. Thank you. That's tough to see. Again, our scoreboard unfortunately is not working this evening. So the points and fouls are coming off of a pure guess. Not that I am good at keeping statistics. Cade Sterick over in the corner. Jackson Baum big inside.
That's a big boy rebound.
We mentioned it earlier. He plays so much bigger than he actually is. The point man of the press, sometimes the point bringing it up, but he'll get down low as well, and he can bang with the big boys.
That's a tough guy to get the ball around in that point of the press.
Yes, it is. Henry Wagner with the rebound. As we watch Henry's dribbling skills.
Oh, a little acting there.
Can we get a flop call? Oh, a travel call on Jackson Baum, which I don't think I agree with. Love to see it. Yeah, Braden Pagel absolutely deserves a round of applause. His 7 points and his energy alone just absolutely helped us in that third quarter. But he's got 4 fouls, so coach wants to be smart with him in case we need him later. Gavin Bailey with the steal. Gives it right back to the Hearts. Down to the corner as Jones. Jones playing really hard tonight. Oh, and unfortunately, fortunately Henry's going to pick up that foul there. Let's see. Yeah, that's who they're going to call it on. That's just his second. Again, I'm glad I listened to the announcer there, as I would have had him for 3.
I was thinking close to 4.
I sometimes can't even read my own pen writing over here. So I'm doing the best I can for you out there, folks. Trust me, I do not plan on quitting my day job. But I enjoyed doing it, and I appreciate Alex being here with me as we try to bring you the best action we can for our Bulldogs. Is Cade Sterick for 3 in the corner, and they're going to call a hold on Effingham. Love to see it, as that's going to be called on fair day. That'll be his 3rd. Lucas Dyer going to return to the ball game, replacing Gavin Bailey. Nice cross screen. Oh, that was beautiful. Had me fooled too. I got to tell Coach Schonauer about that one. I'm watching the baseline guy run, and great effort by Henry Wagner.
There we go.
As unfortunately, on the great play that you and I were in and on about, Jackson unfortunately missed that layup. But I still love the play design. Next time maybe he'll dunk it. Just a sophomore, folks. Bet you he'll be dunking before his time's over in this gym. And I hope I'm here to watch it. Oh, as looked like thought it would have been a travel, but
all right.
It's off the Bulldogs, and it'll remain Effingham ball as 15. Bockhorn going to return.
I'll be honest, I love watching Ethan Jones play. He's like a bull in a china shop down there sometimes, and it is so awesome.
Oh, I love it. Our students did love it, but they've gone quiet now. Rightfully so. They've done their job. They've helped the Bulldogs get out to a nice victory here. Oh, they're still going to let them know about the air ball, though. They cannot forget that. As the Bulldogs have a 49-25 lead, and we watch Jackson Baum with another bucket. Again, you knew he wasn't going to go quiet, Alex. He's too good of a basketball player. The adjustment was certainly made in the locker room as we watch a travel not get called. And fair day. Going to go to the line again.
Got Henry reaching in.
Our student section letting Coach Schonauer know they would like to see Tim Anderson in the ball game. I have a feeling this place might erupt if Tim goes to the scorer's table. Nonetheless, Faraday makes his first free throw.
Looks like Landon Hanna's coming back into the game.
Replacing Jackson Baum. And Jackson
Left early.
has 12. Yes, he did. He left early. Not going to count that one. Jackson bombed 12 points here in this second half. As we mentioned, he went scoreless there in the first. Really good second half. I guess third quarter and a half. Oh, as Cade Sterrick gets one to fall. Love to see that. Cade's a great shooter. Love to see him keep shooting. Uh-oh. And our student section is erupting as Tim Anderson makes his way to the scorer's table. Him and Reich and Kirby about ready to check in. That's why you hear the roars. Great rebound down there by Cade Sterrick, the senior. Bulldogs bring it up. They're patient with it. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the ball game. There's that inside-out play. Great ball movement by the Dogs. Oh, and
Henry there. Oh, I got to finish.
Faraday down here in the, okay, so he gets a Euro step. So maybe that official knows what the Euro move is. We just got to get them all coached up on that.
That was a pretty Euro by Faraday.
It was. But like they say, Alex, $1 million move and a 10-cent shot. It did not go in for Faraday. And Lucas Dyer with the automatic foul because he wants to get Tim in the ball game. You love to see that. Gavin Bailey coming back in for the Bulldogs, and for their first action tonight, the senior Ryken Kirby and Tim Anderson, the crowd favorite junior, number 55. You gotta love Tim and his effort. Tim's a great kid. Student section going crazy for him.
We need to get him a shot.
No doubt. If he scores, Alex, I'm pretty sure this roof might get blown off. Or a block, something. That's a nice, pretty move there down the baseline. That's Kelms. It's his 8th point of the game. Back up top to Landon Hanna. Over to, Tim down to Ryken!
There we go.
Ryken Kirby.
Pretty pass, pretty finish.
What a great high-low there.
That's a connection.
That was, you know. They've been hanging out. And Ryken.
Just with the swat.
Ryken. I love it. Unfortunately, he gets called for the foul. Bulldogs with a 56-28 lead, as we are 2:16 to go here in the game. So we got the Tim to Ryken connection. Now maybe this trip down we'll get the Ryken to Tim connection.
That's all I want right now. This Faraday kid, though, he's tough. He's sticking his nose down there.
There's no question as he makes his free throws. There goes Tim. Tim to Ryken. Ooh. Oh, Tim wants it. Tim with a cross-court pass there. Gavin Bailey with it. Landon Hanna down to Ryken. Ryken looks to drive, kicks it back up to Hanna. Hanna thought about it and decides to go for it. That was a heat check right there, Alex.
That was deep.
Landon's a good shooter. He's shown off his skills.
Travel.
That'll be a double dribble there by 22. That's Windling. As we watch 41, Cole Phillips, again, another sophomore, returning for the Flaming Hearts. Yeah. Oh, Tim's in the corner.
The student section pointing to where Tim's
literally
at.
Screaming for Tim to get the ball. I'm pretty sure Effingham knows that that they want Tim to get the ball as well, as they're taking it away. Tim back, he lets it fly. Oh, and it was a round and down. We got to give him at least a point, maybe two. That was almost halfway down the net.
We got a foul.
Did they call this on? Not sure. 13. It's going to be Gavin Bailey's second foul. That's our team's 5th, so unfortunately Effingham's going to shoot free throws for the rest of this evening. As we have 1 minute and 23 seconds to go until the ball game is over.
Ethan Jones makes the first one.
Yeah, our no offense, Ethan, but our crowd has lost interest in you, buddy. They are all about Tim Anderson right now. And he makes his second. Ethan with 4 points on the evening, all 4 of them free throws. Good ball moving around again. Tim, I wanted Tim to take it to the basket there. And I'm not sure what is happening. Who's he talking to? As it
Really
looks,
not sure what's going on.
I think, unfortunately, the clock forgot to start.
Oh.
So they're going to let it run down here. Oh, no, excuse me. Maybe they were calling the 30-point game, so it should have been a continuous clock. Oh! And Tim lets it fly. And then unfortunately trips Gavin. Great hustle by Reichen as 15. Bockhorn puts it in for his 5th point of the evening. 45 seconds to go. Tim got it. Oh, Tim. Tim!
No.
Tim! Oh, rims out. Hart's look to push it. Goes out of bounds.
That was a good pass, though.
Our students section still involved in the game. Tim brought them some new life. Normally you see the student section give life to the players, but not in this case. As Reichen for 3. Bang! Reichen Kirby showing off the skills. Knocks down the 3 from long range. Hey,
Assist
you
Tim
know, I
Anderson.
was just going to
That's what I'm
say,
saying.
that's 5 points for Reichen, but 2 assists for Tim. Got to love that connection there. You brought that up earlier, Alex. I think they're on to something. As the ball gets swung back around here. That's the sophomore, Phillips up top. Swinging it around. And that's going to be Kellums again with his 3rd 3. And that'll run the timeout here as the Bulldogs are victorious tonight with a final score of 59-37. Again, got to give tip our caps to Effingham and the effort that they displayed tonight. We wish all of the Effingham fans and players and coaches a safe travel going home. Same to our fans as they exit the building here. But again, another great performance by our Bulldogs. That's going to put us at 4-4 on the year, get us back to 500. You love to see it. And 3-1 in the conference, essentially controlling our own destiny from here on out with that. We got Taylorville to go in the conference, and then we'll go around for our 2nd round, see what happens that time. But a great display by our Bulldogs tonight. Again, maybe not the best first half, as we only had 18 points. But I think we showed in the second half just what we're capable of doing. Again, we talked about it, you know, the halftime adjustments that Coach Schonauer was going to make, and then the execution that our players came out and put on display was a great thing to see. Alex, you got any final notes here before we sign off this evening?
That was a lot of fun. It was a tale of 2 halves, and I think we played with great energy in the second half. So it was really good to see. That's
very well said right there by Alex Giorgio. Appreciate him helping out tonight. Again, got him off the couch. He drug his wife out here, made her sit through this game as well, but there's no doubt she's a great Bulldog fan and wanted to cheer on the boys as well. We appreciate all your time tonight, and again, from the main gym here at Mahomet-Seymour High School, Bulldog TV will be signing off for John Atkins and Alex Giorgio. Thank you very much and have a great evening, and go Bulldogs.